Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. We are now very happy to be joined by a guy it's good to see after some time. Stephen Johnson, former quarterback of the UK Wildcats, now living in California but still rooting on the Cats. Stephen, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing great. Now, you authored 2 straight victories over South Carolina, who Kentucky will play tomorrow. Those were big wins for you guys, especially the game last year down there. What do you remember most about playing against the Gamecocks?
Just their stadium and how loud and crazy it was. That whole experience was insane. It was really cool to just go out there and be in that environment. A lot of guys aren't used to that environment or really accustomed to it, and so they kind of fold. But that kind of stuff, that kind of environment really hypes me up and hypes that Kentucky team up as well. So
now you get this one at Kroger Field, and you've watched all the games so far. The big question coming into this season was Terry Wilson, and how could he fill your shoes? How do you think he's done, and how do you sort of grade his play so far?
I think he's done very well. Just watching Terry, knowing the type of guy he is, and the type of people he's around right now for the football team, I think he's done very, very well. Obviously, I wish his passing was better. Some of the decision-making was better. But, I mean, overall, I think he's done really well for this team, just being a team leader and managing games. He's made a few mistakes, but he's being able to manage it with the help of all those guys offensively.
Now tell me, you played for Eddie Grant's offense, and a lot of things they're asking Terry to do, they asked you to do. As a quarterback, people talk about the phrase managing the game, but what is Eddie Grant asking Terry to do on all these plays? He has to make a read in almost every situation, am I right?
Basically, every play isn't a read per se, but it really is. He's got the opportunity to pull the ball, throw the ball, just about every single play. And so what Coach Grant and Coach Henshaw are basically telling him is make the right decisions. Is whether that's giving the ball to Benny or AJ or Saheem, or keeping it and running it, or getting it to CJ or somebody on a swing pass, is just make the right decision at all times. And so I think he's made the right decision most of the time while he's been playing.
You played next to Benny Snell. He's getting all kinds of hype now after these last 2 games. How good is he from a person that sat there and played with him every day?
Benny is the real deal. Benny is awesome. His maturity from the first day he got there to now is just absolutely insane. It's really cool to see him really mature and take those steps to becoming a better football player and a better man in general. So, I mean, I've got high hopes for Benny. I'm on the Benny for Heisman train as well. So it's going to be really cool to see how these next 8, 9, 10 games go for the season.
All right, talk to me about playing against the Gamecocks. It's a very similar team to the one you beat last year. What do the Cats need to do Saturday to get a win that would make them 5-0?
Just play like they've been playing. The offense has been playing lights out. The defense has been playing even better. So they just have to go out there and try not to make any mistakes. This is a critical part of the season right now, being undefeated, and then going into a tough game like this. It's just going to be managing the game and hopefully nobody making mistakes.
Now you, I'm sure in California, you're now a UK fan like us. What was it like watching that Florida game, especially knowing what was on the line? Were you had as many nerves as I did? Were you pacing like I was? What was it like for you?
Oh, I was moving all through the house. I really couldn't stand still. I came over to my parents' house to watch it with them. So it was really insane. I think I was more nervous watching it here at home or at my parents' house than watching it or than actually playing in the game itself. So it's really nerve-wracking. I can understand where the fans get it from because you're so invested in it. And it was really cool to finally see us break that streak that we had going. I mean, I was just excited running up and down the house as soon as we got that final whistle blew and we had that last touchdown.
Well, that's exactly how it was. Give me a prediction for Saturday. Who's winning and what's the score?
Oh, Kentucky all the way. I will never say Kentucky's losing a game. I don't care who we play. But my prediction for the points wise would probably be Kentucky 35, South Carolina 21.
I love it. We have to get you back here for a game before the season's over. Stephen, it was great watching you. We wish you all the success, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.